Today we'll do an example code in JavaFX and we'll create a game, kind of like a 2D game, so the start of a two-dimensional game like Pac-Man. So we'll just go over the basics of that. So we'll first start with importing some statements. So import JavaFX.application. .application. So I've already did this code, but apparently my mic wasn't plugged in properly. So I'm just redoing it. So import JavaFX.scene or scene dot. We'll say scene.scene. Then import JavaFX.scene.stage. Doing those at the top kind of help me. Sorry, stage.stage. So excuse me. So doing those at the top, I usually do those in that order, like when I code myself. And then I do the biggest things at the top. So like application.application is the biggest thing, the biggest class. Then stage or scene. Then scene, then stage. And then I kind of just do the rest, like do the controls next, and then like the stuff after that, below that. So then import, so then, excuse me, so then I do the layout. So do the layout container. So we'll import JavaFX.scene.group. I know I don't always do that in the previous videos, but like when I code stuff myself, that's what I do, so I remember it. And then anything else, I just do it on the fly. So then import JavaFX.scene, JavaFX.scene.image. Oh yeah, for this class, there's a picture that goes with it. So what we're doing is we're controlling an AlienMonster with the keyboard. So this code's about keyboard input or key events. So I'll try to upload that somewhere in the description. But the problem is GitHub won't let me upload pictures. I tried to do that last time. That's pretty silly, right? So I'll have to find another website like PhotoBucket or something, so I'll try to do that. So after that, we'll import JavaFX.scene.image.image.view. That's supposed to be a lowercase. Put some quotation there, or semicolon. Then import JavaFX.scene.input.keyEvent. Then import JavaFX.scene.paint.color. And that's it, I think. So then we'll just create the class. So public class main. And then we'll extends application. Open square brackets. So we're just working in one class today. We're not using multiple classes. So we'll just create the private stage, primary stage. My bad. Private stage, primary stage. Yeah, I think that's right. And then we'll do public final static, so a final static variable, static int, and we'll say jump. So jump equals 10. So it's like 10 pixels. It's not pixels right now, but we're going to be using it in pixels. So then say then create a private image view. So private image view, and then the start method. So I'll just do it here. So public void start, lowercase, and then we'll pass in stage, primary stage. Then we'll say image AlienMonster. Image AlienMonster equals to new image, and then we'll call our image file, so it's AlienMonster.png. Again, I'll have to try to upload that to the description somehow. So after that, we'll create a new image view. Actually, no, we'll call the image view that we already created. We'll say new image view. We'll instantiate it to AlienMonster. So then add a semicolon. And then we'll say image view dot set x to 20 pixels. So 20 pixels down the x-axis to the right of the origin, right? The origin's at the top left corner of the window. And then we'll say image view dot set y to 20 pixels down the y-axis from the origin. Then we'll create a group, so we'll call it root because it's the root node. We'll say group root equals new group. Then we'll say image view. Excuse me. Then we'll say scene equals new scene, so we'll create a scene. Scene equals new scene. We'll pass in the root node, and then we'll create the dimensions of the window. So we'll just say like 475 by 275, and then we'll say color dot blue. What happened here? Semicolon. And then we'll call a method we haven't created yet, so we'll say scene dot set on key pressed. So we'll call the set on key pressed. Then we'll say this shift semicolon semicolon. Then we'll reference our process key press event, and then semicolon. We haven't created it yet, so there'll be a red underline. So then we can just finish the window right now or come back. I'll just finish it right now. So primary stage dot set title. We'll set the title to AlienMonster control, because we're going to control an AlienMonster. And then we'll say primary stage dot set scene to scene. We'll pass in scene to that constructor, and then we'll say, or to that method, then we'll say primary stage dot show to display the window on the monitor. And then underneath this method, so underneath this square bracket that goes with that one, we'll create a new method, and it's going to be our event handler. So public void process key press event takes a parameter key event, so it's not an action event. It's a key event, just like a mouse event is a mouse event, not an action event, so make sure you don't do that. I know most of the time for controls it takes action event, but when you're working with the keyboard and the mouse, they're different. So then we'll create a switch statement. We'll say switch the event.getCode, so it's going to get the code of the key pressed. So each keyboard has a code associated with it. Sorry, each key on the keyboard has a code associated with it. So when you press like the up arrow, for example, it's going to return a code back to the computer, probably like some hash code, location in memory or something. So it's going to just pass that to the computer, and then the user's going to do, then the event handler is going to change what you want to change. So we'll say event.getCode will open, so we'll switch to event.getCode, we'll open parentheses, and then we'll create our first case, so case up. Then we'll say image view dot get y minus jump break. Image view, what's y is there? Should be image view dot, sorry, not get y, set y. And then so image view dot set y. Nope, that's all wrong, my bad. So image view dot set y. Then we'll pass in image view dot get y. So set y to image view dot get y minus jump. So whatever it is currently, which is at 2020, the point 2020, right? 20 by 20 pixels on the screen, on the axis, 20 right and 20 down. That's where the default alien's going to start. The AlienMonster is going to start when we press run. Our game's going to come up, right? Our game's going to run, our window. Then that AlienMonster is going to be at the point 2020 pixels. 20 to the right and 20 down from the origin. So if the origin's right there, pretend this is like a box right here. The origin's here, right? Exact top left upper corner. So it's going to go 20 pixels to the right and 20 pixels down. It's probably going to look like it's really close to the side, just because of the size. So what happens is when we jump, right? Because the numbers go down on the y. I mean, they get bigger as they go down on the y-axis. They get bigger, right? So at 20, where were we here? So the origin's here. So down 20, right? So we're going to jump. We're going to add. So we're going to minus 10. We're going to go up. We're going to jump, right? We're going to hit the up key. It's going to move up. So we're minusing 10 from the y-axis, which is bringing us closer to 0. So here's 0 and here's 20. Here's where the alien is, the AlienMonster. When we jump, it's going to 10. It's going to go to 10 pixels. So that's what's happening when it's jumping, or when it's going up. You can call it a jump, I guess. So we could say, like, just to not confuse anyone, we'll just say wait, jump is 10. So it's kind of jumping in either direction, so we'll just say it jumped up, just to be clear. Then we'll say case down, image view dot set y to image view dot get. Am I forgetting something? Yeah, I am. So forgetting get y here, and then get y here. So image view dot set the y coordinate to image view dot get y. So for the case down, right, we're gonna jump down, we're gonna move down. Then we're gonna say image view, which is our where do we define it? Up here. So private image view, right? Then we set image view equal to the new image, right? So it's our image basically, right? We could have just said it's kind of a dumb name almost for this. We could have just said our monster, AlienMonster or something. So that's okay. Kind of want to change it actually, but then I don't want you guys like changing it and stuff. So, because it's kind of annoying when that happens. So then we'll just say image view dot. So yeah, so we'll just continue with that then. It would kind of make sense if we called it like AlienMonster or something like that, because we're setting the AlienMonster, right? But anyways, we'll just say image view dot set y. So we're setting the monster to the AlienMonster dot get y, where it's currently at, right? And then we'll say plus jump, because when we go down, we're adding. In Java, we're adding. That's how the axis works. Then we'll break. How many image views did we define? Does it even highlight it? Like, there's some flaws in IntelliJ. Like, that's one of the flaws. If you hover over this, or if you like highlight it in VS Code, usually it highlights it for you if you go like that, or something. If you type it, but it's not showing it. It like highlights every image view on the screen for you if you just hover over it. And sometimes it doesn't show you all the methods, but it has more methods than VS Code at least for Java. So what we're just calling image view 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could change it. Let's just say monster. Why not? Because if you're working with games, you'll have lots of monsters, right? Like monster 1, monster 13, 23, however many you have. Like RuneScape has like thousands of monsters, right? So private image view monster. So image. You should be able to refactor it too, which is one change, but it doesn't do that. So we'll just change those. I apologize, but it's probably gonna be easier to read after we change it anyways. Monster in here too. AlienMonster. Monster equals new image view AlienMonster. Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? AlienMonster, because now we got too many AlienMonsters, that's the problem. For just one. Image view equals, so image AlienMonster equals new image AlienMonster.png, okay? Image view equals new image view AlienMonster. We could have said here, we could have changed it to picture. That would have probably helped. So AlienMonster picture, and then these to AlienMonster. Because now we call it almost double names, but, and then we're also saying monster. But that's okay, we'll just continue with that. So monster, then here. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. So down here we'll just say case up is monster dot set to monster dot get y minus jump, right? So monster dot set y to monster dot get y plus jump, break. So then case, we're doing left first. We can do the left. We'll do the right one first, so case right. So shift semicolon, then down below we'll say monster dot set y. So set x now. Set the x coordinate. Since we only have 4 options, right? Jump up, jump down, jump left, jump right. So we'll say monster dot set x to monster dot get x minus jump, no, plus jump, sorry. Because moving to the right, we get bigger on the x-axis, right? That's standard, that's like the same as normal math. The x-axis and the y-axis, right? X goes horizontal and y goes vertical, right? Up and down, and the y-axis goes up and down, and the x-axis goes left and right horizontally. So when we move to the right, when we jump to the right, we're moving on that coordinate system to the right, plus 10 pixels. So then break, then we'll say case down, then we'll say monster.setX to monster.getX plus, no, minus jump. Then we'll break. Then we'll create a default case for any other key that's pressed. We'll just say default break, and we'll say ignore if other key then above, other key then above is pressed. Whoops, spelled it wrong. Above is pressed. So that's all. Why we're getting down right. Oh, sorry, left, case left. My bad. So case left. Up, down, right, left. There we go. Default. 2 brackets and the last bracket. So that's all. Save it and run it. And again, you won't see the game. You won't see the window or the start of a game because I only have a game recorder, so it only records one window at a time. It's not a screen recorder, unfortunately. So there's this I over here is supposed to be a capital, I believe. So try that, save it, and run it. If not, we'll figure out what the problem is. So yeah, it's gonna work now. So on your desktop, you should see a window pop up. Well, I guess I have to still upload the file, so hopefully I'll upload it and you can download it. And then remember to put, I didn't mention this, but you have to put this into your, you have to put it into the file. I'll mention that in the description. I do have an exam coming up, so I will do that at least after. So open your IntelliJ folder if you're using IntelliJ or Eclipse. Open your Eclipse folder. VS Code 2, same thing. You might be able to just drag it in, but the way I did it is go into your computer files. If you're using a Mac, it should be similar. I'm not sure. I haven't worked with Macs since like high school. So go into your user folder for Windows. So mine's in C semicolon, shift semicolon, then users, then my name or the computer name, and then locate your IntelliJ IDE. It's just going to say IDEA projects. Go in that. So mine's called FX, the folder. Locate the folder that you made, like your project folder, excuse me. And then put that alien image, the AlienMonster image, into the SRC folder. So find the SRC folder and just copy it and paste it, or Control C, Control V or whatever. Just drag it in if you want to. Then after that, it should automatically update. And then after all that, hopefully you're able to do that, and then just hit your keyboard down, left, right, up, and the alien moves. So it's kind of cool, right? You're controlling it. So what we could do here is we could basically make like a little Pac-Man game. Is we can make the window bigger, and we could put like things on the screen. We could either just put them and leave them there, not moving, or the way we could move it is we could create a random number generator, and we could probably move them at the same time at different coordinates on the axis. We could say like we could create like bounds of the width and height, and then we could like create a random number in those bounds and then we could like move every time, every like second or something, or minute, or like some time interval, we could have those change and move around. So there could be like other monsters on here that are trying to get you, and then there could be like life and like items like treasure and stuff, like food that you could get, and you could have like points and like life, and it's kind of like Pac-Man, right? So we could do that. That would be cool. You could also create. We could probably create that game with like the moving discs, and you hit the ball, right, and you keep sliding, and you hit the ball, then you move and you hit the ball, and then the bottom hits the ball. We could create something like that with something similar like this, so it wouldn't be too hard. So it's kind of cool. So I hope that helps, and hope you like the code, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.